Okay, ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready.
Cowboy,
Okay,
1-1.
run 'em
What
up.
is your problem? You are disrupting traffic. Cowboy, 1-1. Jiangju Tower, resume on navigation. Cowboy, 1-2. Jiangju Tower, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 05 right. Cowboy, 1-2. Jiangju Tower, resume on navigation.
Okay, left turn, steer point 2, rejoin. Okay, visual, and you can stay in that position if it's more comfortable.
Sorry?
I said you can stay in a half-mile trail.
What is that?
Okay, switching to steer 3. Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1, clear to the north, switching. Set uniform 13, uniform 1-3.
Uniform 1.
Correct. Cowboy 1, check in on uniform 13, Cowboy 1-1. You're very weak and unreadable. Just make sure the mic is close to your mouth.
Okay, usually I guess I have a problem. I didn't set the sound to, sound here in the cockpit. It's making down a bit stuff.
Okay, we just have to do the best we can. So let's just communicate then on Victor 7, okay?
Okay, Victor 7, roger that.
Make yourself a little squawk list of notes on things you need to fix for the next time. Okay, increasing speed 350.
Roger.
Steer point 4. All right, Cowboy 1, ops check 1 is 10.8 tanks feeding. Just tell me your total fuel. Check, check. You still with me? Can you hear me on Victor 7?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's your fuel?
500.
Okay. Alright, so what I want you to do is go into the air to ground mode now and start making sure everything's set up.
Roger. 60 RV, 1 tango, 4 seconds to know.
Okay, very good. Now remember, in the CCRP mode, there's 2 cues. The first cue is the loft cue, and it descends very fast, and there'll be a flashing circle. If you're in the CCRP mode now, you'll see it descending right now. It comes down really fast, and then the flashing circle. That's the loft cue. The second cue is the one that comes down slow. That's the one where when you get within about 1 second, you press and hold the pickle. Okay? Okay. Very good. Okay, we're going to go to steer point 5 now. Now we're officially in the MOAs, and normally we would contact Kotar Range, but since your comms are a little bit messed up on uniform, we'll just stay here on Victor. Okay, on your DED, select List, and I believe it's Miscellaneous, 0, and then 5 for Laser.
Okay, got it.
Okay, change it to combat mode. Now you are not going to Lase, I am, but just change it anyway so you can see how to do it. Select combat and press 0, or select training and hit 0. Under air to ground. You got it? Say again?
I guess it's done.
Okay, just confirm your LST code is 1688.
1688.
Okay, very good. That's done.
Okay, the air to ground mode is done.
I can't hear you.
Air to ground is combat. Air is training.
That's fine, yes. Air to air does not work now. It's only air to ground.
Roger that.
On your HSI, set the needle to south, 180. Your course. And that'll make sure that you're kind of lined up and show you how to line up with your target. Sorry about the speed.
When the hitting goal with the cursor, because I'm turning the cursor.
Stand by. Make sure your laser is off. Okay? Your laser needs to remain off. Just confirm your laser's off.
Laser off.
Okay, very good. Okay, ops check. 1 is 10.1 on the fuel.
Fuel is 1,400 fuel.
Okay, very good. So fence in. Just turn your nav lights off. Make sure all your settings are correct. And master arm, just make sure you turn it on just before you start your attack run, and then you can leave it on. Okay. I'm fenced in now with fuel at 10,000. Switching steer point 6. And now steer point 7. Now make sure your targeting pod page is up, so when you go to steer point 8, you can actually see that you have the right target selected. Okay, very good. We're going to do a test here, okay? Once I turn inbound, I'm going to lase the target, and I want you to tell me if you have a spot.
Okay, roger that.
Okay, stand by. Switching to steer point 8, increasing speed 400 knots.
Roger.
Ten seconds. Lasing. Correction, stand by. Lasing now. Stand by, it's not lasing. Hold on. Try it again. I do not know why it's not lasing. Okay, lasing.
It's late.
Did you get the spot?
I get the spot, but I just see the middle one.
Okay, well, I'm not sure why, but if you got the spot, that's good. Okay, 2, you can detach and proceed north, and I'm climbing to Angels 20.
Zero, up to the north.
And you stay at Angels 15. All right, just confirm that you TMS aft on the targeting pod page, and your cursor's 0, and the LST is on with steer point 8 selected.
Okay, BMS app, source of 0 is both PVB and FTR.
Yep, make sure steer point 8 is selected and cursor 0, and then put your sensor of interest back on the targeting pod page.
Roger that, roger that.
Okay, master arm on. Okay, just call in from the north.
And from the north.
10 seconds. Lasing. Lasing.
But still nothing. Hit one.
Okay, you're cleared hot. Did you drop?
No, you get you after you pass the target.
Okay, you didn't go far enough north. Make sure you go all the way to steer point 7 before you turn in. Okay.
You off to the north.
This time you'd be off north dry, which means you did not release.
Am I supposed to look the target in the ST order?
Negative. All you have to do is put the sensor of interest on the targeting pod page, and once you have a spot, all you have to do is just release on cue.
Roger that.
You got all your symbology correct whenever you got the spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two and from the north.
It's unreadable. Say again.
Two and from the north.
You're too soon. Go further out. All the way out.
I just reached 0.7.
Okay. Well, I don't show you at steer point 7.
Now 0.8 coming in from the north.
Okay, lasing.
God, that's a good one.
Cleared hot.
What? Up the way to Alpha to the north.
Copy. Okay, Shaq. Don't forget your setup. TMS aft, cursor 0, LST. All right. Just call inbound from the north. Roger. Ten seconds. Lasing. Lasing.
Negative.
Make sure you're in LST mode. Make sure you see the smoke.
I see the smoke is just to the west of the target, you buddy.
Okay, go back to the north.
What is that?
Make sure you TMS aft on the targeting pod. Cursor 0, steer point 8. You should see it.
What is that?
This will be, let's see. This is the last pass, and then we have to go because of time.
What?
The target that I'm lasing is going to be east of the mark point, about 100 meters, okay?
So we must be on the north side.
So it should be just off to the side. As you're coming in, it should be just off to the left side.
What is that?
Just make sure that your targeting pod is centered on the smoke, and then you should see it.
Coming from the north.
Ten seconds. Lasing.
hot.
Cleared hot. Okay, I want you to orbit the steer point 8, orbit steer point 8, right hand orbit at Angel 16. And that's a shack. Okay, confirm weapons safe and master arm off.
Master arm off.
Okay, just continue orbiting at Angel 16 until I can get visual with you.
Notice that again.
Just orbit and I'll get visual with you. Stand by.
Roger that.
Okay, visual. I want you to fly to steer point 9.
Roger.
Okay, stand by. Okay, coming up on your right hand side. Ten o'clock position.
You got visual?
Do you have visual? I'm at your 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm on center.
Okay, you can rejoin in a half-mile trail if you like.
Roger that.
Okay, a quick ops check. 1 is 7.7 tanks feeding.
6-5.
Okay, copy that. I missed one thing. I forgot to do our bingo, but it's going to be only about 3,500, so we're good. So let's set speed for 450 knots. 450.
Roger that.
Set steer point 11. Steer point 11. Fence out. One is fenced out and fuel is 7.2. Tank's dry. And let's make speed, set speed 400 knots. Well, what'd you think?
Also,
Very good. All right. Well, we'll talk on the ground on Discord when it's better comms. I'm going to step away from the mic. I'll be right back, okay?
what is that?
Okay, I'm back on frequency.
Okay, you on the floor?
Say again?
Couldn't hear you. Just give it that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, roger that.
Okay, let's descend to Angels 3.
Roger.
And let's switch to Uniform 1-5. Uniform 1-5.
Roger.
Cowboy 1, Cheongju approach 2991.
Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1, 2-ship F-16. We're presently 20 miles to the east, inbound for full stop landing, runway 5 right, Cheongju traffic.
Altitude. Altitude.
Reducing.
Really?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, reducing speed now to 350.
Can I see one? Sorry.
Say again?
Can I see one? And hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm at the moment.
Okay. Go ahead and reduce speed to 350 knots and drop into a half-mile trail.
Roger that.
Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1, 2-ship F-16, entering right base, runway 5 right, full stop, Cheongju. Reducing to 300 knots. Reducing to 300 knots. Reducing 250.
Roger that.
And turning final. Gear down, slowing to approach speed.
Roger.
Good morning, Cowboy 1, Cheongju approach, runway 05 left. Welcome back.
Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1-1, final 5 right, full stop, Cheongju.
Good morning, Cowboy 1-1, Cheongju Tower cleared for landing, runway 05 left. Check gear down. Cowboy 1-1, Cheongju approach 360 at 14 knots.
Landing's going to be a little tricky due to the crosswind.
No problem.
Cowboy 1-2, Cheongju Tower, next time wait your turn.
And now the lady upset.
And Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1 is clear, runway 5 right, taxi to park.
Me too.
And Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1 crossing runway 5 right and 5 left on Delta. And Cheongju traffic, Cowboy 1-1 is clear of all runways, taxi to park. And 2, check your boards.
So,
Okay, shutting down.